Right, so this is going to be just like a little one-clip update. I'm working on this 4L80 that I talked about in the last video. So this is going to be in like a 9-second Volvo. It has already been in there for a couple of years, and it was working really well for him. The car traps like 153, and now we're waiting on some parts. So I figured I was going to get this thing done in a couple days, and now we're waiting on some new parts because I found some issues. So first of all, the extension housing here, I went to go put a new bushing in it. This is the bushing from the new kit, and it just kind of slides right through there. I tried a bushing from a different kit, and it was the exact same thing. So there's some damage on the inside there, and I think that hole is just kind of hogged out, and we're going to get a new one of those. And also found some of the bushings are starting to come apart. You can see this metal flake starting to flake off there, and that bushing's starting to wear and come apart. So the Overdrive Planet now has some grooves in it from the metal flakes that were coming off of it. So we're going to get a new Overdrive Planet. And then in the case, found some issues with the lugs on the rear. And you can see this lug here is like almost completely worn off. So there's that little 3-piece tang washer that goes on the back. And those lugs are almost completely worn off. So the transmission was working really well for him. He didn't have any issues with it, but this stuff would have probably caught up with him this season if he kept running it. So that bushing would have fallen apart pretty quick and starting to get some wear on that. I think we got it early enough that it didn't really send metal through anything. And we're going with a roller bearing on the back. Roller bearing's already in there, so won't have to worry about the lug issue. So kind of glad we're going through it and we caught it now. This is going to have an Extreme Automatics trans brake valve body in it, and it should be pretty decent. So we got some of the other trans brake stuff work done. We plugged this hole here for the third gear lockup, and there's a set screw in here for the accumulator delete, and just kind of starting to go through the motions and get this thing installed. So I am making a long video on it on the full install of the Extreme Automatics kit. So that should be up in, I don't know, maybe a week or something when I'm done. Other than that, we'll start getting the rest of this thing apart and see if we find any other issues. And hopefully it'll be done pretty soon.